Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Unlock Your First Six Figures blog talk. It all starts with the blog. This week's blog is at shaycannon.com/graduate. Graduate. Because this week we're talking about small business growth stages and how to graduate to the next stage. All right. I'm your host, Shay Cannon. I'm an award winning fractional chief operating officer with an exclusive clientele of 6 and 7 figure CEOs. However, I have a mission. That mission includes you, entrepreneurs and small business owners who are spinning their wheels and struggling to get to their first six figures in business. I want to show you how to make the money and create time freedom. Let's make the money and create time freedom. My freedom looks like living and working my business from anywhere in the world. I started this journey in Belize. I lived in Mexico for 3 years before going to Buenos Aires, Argentina for a year and a half. And now I'm back in my favorite little beach town of Playa del Carmen, Mexico. And let me tell you, I like to call this segment a little business value with a view because I come to my rooftop every morning to give you the nice view up. Here we go. The nice view of the city. We're giving you view. Let's see if we can get some Caribbean sea up. It's a little bit up there. It's kind of gray. But that's your view. Let's get to the value, okay? So again, we're talking about small business growth stages and how to graduate to the next stage, okay? These stages for small business, you can go from one stage to the next stage quickly. You can go slowly, but you're probably going to go through all of these stages, especially if you do not have a lot of capital to start your business with, because corporations are out here kind of skipping stages or these small business stages because they have business plans and capital, and they start hiring from the top down, right? They start hiring their leadership first. They're not necessarily going through the same stages as we as entrepreneurs go through because they start off with more to work with, right? They start off with more experts. So our stages are different. So, however, most of us, we don't have the luxury of a capital and all that good stuff. So let's talk about these stages, all right? What it looks like to be in them, how to get out of them to graduate to the next one, okay? Now, yesterday we talked about 2 stages in one, okay? 2 stages. The first stage is transactional stage. And that's when you first get started. Everything is really transactional. You have something to sell and people buy it. Transactional. There's really no other kind of business framework around it. You're just transactional. And the problem with that is all you have to sell to are your immediate connections. All right. If you want to know how to graduate from that one, check out yesterday's replay. We also talked about yesterday phase or stage 2, which is the survival stage. OK. This is when you realize that past your immediate connections, you don't kind of really have a business. You also realize that when you crunch the numbers, you're not really going to make a profit the way that you're doing things. So you have to look at both of those. So how do you graduate out of that stage? Check out yesterday's replay, okay? Now, today we're going to talk about the third stage, and that stage is capacity, okay? This is when we first start to grow. Okay, what we understand is we've gotten enough clients and customers that we can service ourselves, and we need help to open our capacity to take some more clients, to make some more money, right? It's not really scale, it's only capacity and growth, because we're just going to do more than what we are doing, but it still is not going to kind of be something that we could do on a larger scale. So it's small scale growth is what capacity is, okay? So we're getting more clients, which means we need more help. This stage comes with the reality that you may not be able to do it all alone, all right? You start to realize that you just had an extra set of hands, or maybe if you had a clone, then you could make more money and service more people. This is where modern entrepreneurs turn to tech first. So technology is where we turn first, right? So we find our tech to see what can save us some time, what can save us some money, okay? Then we hire support roles. And they are still, but you're still very much in the day-to-day. You're still very much connected to the actual thing that people are buying. But we have some support, right? Now, both tech and team can help you to open your capacity, okay? But with growth comes growing pains. right? So as you get bigger, your original way of doing things simply won't work anymore. Okay. So what you're going to need is you need new ways of and rinse and repeat steps for efficiency to meet more demand. So that's what you need. So let's make it plain. Okay. The key characteristics are you have an increase in business. So you need an increase in support. So you're going to look to um, tech and team. Okay, tech and team to open your capacity to take more stuff. But how do you graduate from growth and capacity to scale? Well, you need repeatable processes, right? You need systems in place. You need things that no matter how many people go through them, right, they still work. So that's what you need to graduate from capacity to scale. All right. Okay, guys, guess what? Yesterday in our group for the morning show, we went into deep detail about these business growth stages. We pulled in other expert material. We pulled in how to be, We Should All Be Millionaires by Rachel Rogers. And we pulled in the Billionaire Code by Alex, and I forget his last name. I'm so sorry. But look up the Billionaire Code Decoded, and you'll find Alex's last name also. I think it's Sharon, something like that. CHA something, FIN, maybe. Anyway, what you need to know is that these stages are stages that everybody hits, right? If you're an entrepreneur, you're hitting these stages, but you need to know how to get out of these stages to get to your first 6 figures. But then we're also talking about how to get to the first million. And we're also talking about how to get to the first billion. You want to be a part of this conversation. You want to be a part of this conversation because I'm not only using my knowledge, I'm pulling in some expert knowledge about millions and billions, and you don't want to miss that. Well, that's exclusive to our community, but the community is free. So there's no reason why you shouldn't be in it. So go to shaycannon.info/group. Get in the group. It's free. We're giving out great information. In fact, right now, not only do we have the morning show 4 times a week, this week we have our free monthly training going on in the group. Okay. Also, we're going to have our affordable workshop tonight with the challenge following next week. So you want to be a part of all of this. Okay. Let me tell you, the members of our community are growing and transforming their business. They're on the road to their first 6 figures. They're on the road to the mindset changes and the business development changes that they need. You could be getting that too. Okay, shaycannon.info/group. Yeah, they basically are saying they get more information in this free group than they do from some paid groups. Okay, but on top of that, they're saying the information from this free group is helping them to understand some of the information they have paid for. You are missing out if you're not in the group. Okay, shaycannon.info/group. We're going to welcome you there. We're about to start the morning show. So come on and join us and be a part. Come get some custom and personalized information for your particular mindset and your particular business. Okay, see you there.